Title: The Watchmaker's Secret. In a quiet village nestled between mountains, there lived an old watchmaker named Elias. His shop was cluttered with clocks of every shape and size, each ticking away in perfect harmony. Despite the noise, the place had an odd serenity. People would come from miles away to have their broken timepieces fixed, for Elias had a reputation. He could fix anything. But there was one rule. Every customer was warned. Never open the back of your watch once I've repaired it. Time is delicate, and tampering with it could break more than just your clock. One day, a curious young woman named Isla arrived at the shop. She had inherited a broken pocket watch from her grandfather, and it was said to be of immense sentimental value. When she handed it over to Elias, she asked, "What makes your watches so special?" Elias smiled warmly but said nothing, just as he always did. He took the pocket watch, inspected it with his magnifying glass, and promised to have it ready by the next day. The next morning, Isla returned, and as always, Elias gave his warning: never open the back. Curiosity gnawed at Isla. Why such a warning? What was the old man hiding? She took the watch home and, for weeks, resisted the urge to investigate, but one night, under the glow of her bedside lamp, she could no longer bear it. Carefully, she pried open the back of the watch. What she saw inside made her gasp. Instead of intricate gears and springs, there was a tiny scene, a miniature version of her village. The church steeple, the cobblestone streets, even the shop signs were perfectly detailed. Tiny figures moved about, living their lives in perfect synchronization with her world. She leaned closer and saw something that made her heart race. In the center of the watch was a miniature version of herself, walking down the street. She slammed the watch shut, trembling. Was it magic? Was she going mad? The next morning she returned to Elias, her hands shaking as she placed the watch on the counter. What? What is this? Elias sighed, his eyes soft with understanding. Time is not just a measurement, Isla. It's a force that binds everything. What you saw was your world, your life, captured in a single moment. Isla stared at him, her mind racing. But how? Why me? Elias leaned forward. Every person who brings me a watch carries a piece of their time with them, and every watch I repair contains their future. Isla felt a chill run down her spine. So, if someone were to break their watch? Elias nodded solemnly. They would break their future. The twist dawned on her. She had already opened the watch, disturbed the delicate balance inside. What happens now? Elias took her hand gently. You've changed the course of your time, Isla. From this moment forward, your future is no longer certain. It's up to you to decide what happens next. And as Isla left the shop, she realized that for the first time in her life, time was truly hers.